All right, hey everybody. So let's recap a little bit. I decided to get bees. I ordered them online. A friend gave me a beehive. It was attacked by wax moths, devastated all my pre-drawn out honeycomb for my bees. And then my bees came in the mail today. And I take that back. They didn't come in the mail today. The UPS driver called, said he was afraid of bees and he couldn't deliver my package, that I had to go there and pick it up. So an hour round trip later, there are my bees. And coming from a new beekeeper, it's a little intimidating. These things are buzzing. Let me give you a closer look.
They look seriously PO'd.
All right, so I got a couple trips to get out to the bee yard, take stuff that I need out there. So let's get to it. I want to get these bees in the hive before it gets too late. So we got to get these bees in the beehive. Here's the beehive I put together. Here's the bees I ordered in the mail and the directions. So we'll see how this goes. Obviously protective gear. Opted to go with latex gloves. My bee suit. Hive tool. And needle nose pliers is what it says you'll need. And spray bottle filled with sugar water. Now I've never seen this done before, but I'm assuming that this is going to keep the bees from buzzing around and stinging me, being able to fly. So remove 4 to 5 frames from the center, which I did. That's the area where we're going to be dumping the bees in. Alright. It says remove the syrup can lid by pulling tabs to release and set aside. I don't see the syrup can anywhere. I have a feeling that this is going to go bad. Remove the tabs for the syrup can. I'm guessing. Those yellow tabs. I wish it actually had photos on here. Remove feed syrup can lid by pulling tabs to release and set aside. I don't know what tabs it's talking about. I am super nervous right now.
Want me to?
I think that's what it's talking about, these tabs right here. Oh, okay. Well, that was a little nerve-wracking. I thought the bees were going to fly off the top. So here's the syrup can. Better keep this lid. It says remove tabs to pull out the syrup can and the queen. So I'm not sure if this is the tab thing. Okay, so those guys aren't going to be too happy. Maybe I should have had the smoker. Shit, the bees are coming out. The bees are coming out.
I'm gonna go get it.
I can't even see the queen. Okay, so I gotta bang this thing down.
You're gonna squish the bees. Are they stinging you?
They're trying to. Maybe I need to light this smoker. I gotta put this lid back on. I gotta get this lid on tight. There we go.
You squished the bee.
Yeah, I know. I've got to get this smoker going because
They're all over me.
yeah, they're all over me too.
It's a little scary.
They're definitely trying to sting me.
Yeah, there's one on my pants and there's one on your pants. It's scary. This one's just kind of chilling on me. I got a friend. You guys done?
No. Not yet.
Woo. Maybe. Now.
Did you start the camera?
Yes, indeed. There's still a lot of bees in there. That one's still chilling on me.
Alright, I don't know if this thing is still recording or what we got recorded, but that was a cluster mess. That was a failure. I had no idea what I was doing. I thought I'd seen videos before. I thought that yellow bar in there was the queen cage. The queen cage was just sitting at the top. I struggled all that time, irritated all the bees, ended up killing a lot of bees. So annoyed right now, or upset. But there was very little dead loss, and there is a lot of bees in that hive, and the queen is in there in their cage. But in my haste, in my rush, in my nervousness, I forgot to take the plug out of the queen cage. So I'm going to give these guys a little while to calm down. I'm going to go figure out how to use the smoker, which I probably should have done long ago, and come out here later and try to remove the plug on the queen cage. Basically see what's going to happen with these guys right here. I mean, hopefully they're going to go in the hive. But right now, dude, it is chaos. So there are bees everywhere. So as far as putting your new bees in your hive, this was probably not. This is a what not to do video more than anything else. I pretty much was using the sugar water spray as a defensive device, which was probably all bad. Man, I'm probably going to get some hate mail on this one. This is not how I thought it was going to go. But hopefully they'll be all right. It looks like there's bees going into the hive. It's recommended to go with the small entrance, the reduced entrance, which I did. And it looks like we got bees going in there. I did spray them pretty good with sugar water. There's sugar water all over here, so I'm gonna give these guys, clean up this area a little bit and give these guys some time to settle down and come back out here and check on them later. So, sorry bees. It's a rough day one for everyone. Okay, it's been a couple hours since I put the bees in. And there is very little activity. There's a few bees flying around. And I don't even hear anything. So I'm hoping that my bees did not abscond. That would be a bummer. But I gotta open it up because I want to put some food in there in the top. And yeah, so let me get to it. Okay, so I got my feeder in and there is a bunch of bees in there. So I don't know if you can see that. So I think we're gonna be golden. Let me just get the lid back on. Okay, mission success. Bees are in, very little activity. They have food in there. Put a little bit of water cup, which is probably unnecessary, but you know, my neighbor recommended it. We'll see what happens. All right. So hopefully we got permanent residents. All right, so that didn't go so well, and primarily because I didn't understand this package the way I should have. The directions seemed pretty simple, but when it came to it, I couldn't figure it out. Not to mention that it was full of bees, I was nervous, and I was feeling a little bit of pressure. So, the directions. First one, it says remove tabs, take the lid off, and pull out the feed can and the queen cage. So I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, all right, is those the tabs? Where's the tabs? Are these the tabs? The tabs are on the top. They are these things right here. So these are basically down, holding it to where it don't slide, so it can't slide. So you lift these up, and then you take this little piece here off the top. So I was worried because I thought when I removed that, the bees were just going to come swarming out of there. But that's what the directions said. I didn't have a choice. I had to do it. So now this thing is all sticky because I sprayed a ton of sugar water. So let me get this top off. All right, so there we go. So release the tabs, remove the lid. So to my delight, when I removed the lid, this hole was filled up by a metal feeding can. So it wasn't open, the bees could not get out of there. And these are just your finger spots right here to where you can pull the can out, or you can use needle nose pliers and grab the lid of it and pull it out. All right, so all that was pretty simple. But right after that, it says remove the queen cage. So keep in mind, at this point, I'm just looking at the metal top of a can. I don't know where the queen cage is at. I can't find it. Can't see in the cage. So I shake the bees down. I pull the can out, and this is open to the bees. The bees are starting to come out now. I can't see in there. There's bees everywhere. I can see this yellow bar right here now. So I'm thinking that's the queen cage. So I got my pliers. I'm stuck in there. I'm trying to pull it out. It's not coming out. The bees are swarming out of there. They're getting agitated. I can't find the queen cage. It was a fiasco. I didn't get to record it because I didn't start the camera. And all the chaos going around, I didn't start the camera. So you missed all that fun. I'm spraying sugar water in there to keep the bees down, keep them from flying. I'm still trying to pull that out. I can't find it. I'm putting the lid back on, smashing bees. It was a mess, an embarrassing mess. Come to realize that there was a tab stuck right here. It was a metal tab. It was bent over the top. It was silver, and the queen cage was just hanging down kind of in the back. You couldn't see it. It was just hanging in there. So all you had to do was grab that tab, pull it out. The whole process of removing the can and the queen cage could have been done in less than 10 seconds, but it took me minutes to get it figured out. All right, that was it would have went a lot smoother if I knew what I was doing, and that's why I'm showing you guys this video, to kind of give you a little explanation of how this whole system works. You know, because if you're new to bees and this is your first bee package, you're gonna have a little bit of nerves. And for some reason, I don't even know, but when you have a bee suit on, it's kind of like you forget that the bee suit is on. You still are nervous about getting stung by bees. I guess that'll go away in time. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I was just nervous. Couldn't figure this cage out. So once you get the can out, the queen cage out, you put the lid back on, secure the lid. I didn't do that. I then took this cage, tipped it upside down, and shook the bees into the hive through that hole. That is not what you're supposed to do. Right here are tabs on the side. Okay, these tabs I'm gonna hold on 1 second. Okay, there we go. So those tabs pop open and the door opens up. Now you've got this big opening where you could have just dumped the bees in and then set this on the beehive for the bees to crawl out at their own leisure, the ones that didn't come out. So the directions were accurate. The whole process could have been a lot smoother, but instead I ended up looking like a fool on camera and killing some bees in the process. So there you go. If you get this kind of cage, you know what to expect. All right. Hope this helps somebody out. Thanks for watching.